Whoo boy. Um NBA talk with another video. This time it's probably the most interesting game of the night. Um the Cavaliers versus Toronto Raptors. If you don't know, these guys are the top two teams in the Eastern Conference as of right now. Um Toronto has been quietly going up and winning and winning and winning, and they have not been talked about, not even so much now. And still now they are still not talked about because this team is truly underrated. I think this is probably the most underrated team as of right now. As of right now, their most underrated team. Of what they're doing is great. They are pretty much the Atlanta Hawks from last year, but more contributors to the team. And they just delivered another one, a win over the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is a very big morale boost, big confidence boost if you're the Toronto Raptors trying to go into the playoffs, because this is the team that you is pretty much almost concrete that is pretty much you're going to end up facing in the Eastern Conference Championship. Is very expected for him to do. They win 99-97. It was a very, very close game. Kyle Lowry. It needs to be said, Kyle Lowry is pretty much one of the most underrated players in the NBA right now. Truly. I've been watching this guy for a couple of years now since he came to Toronto. This guy is earning himself. Back when people wanted to trade this dude, Toronto at one point wanted to give this guy up. But this guy never gave up. This guy's putting it up there. He's down there. He's a leader. He's a leader, a true leader. He having a career game tonight. He's like Mike Conley was before. A guy that was putting up the numbers, but no one just watching this dude. This guy was balling. So it was completely back and forth in the whole game. But mostly it was always Cleveland for the most part until the fourth quarter, where they just went off. They just had enough and just went off. They traded leads all the way down to the second. LeBron James had the ball, threw an air ball, couldn't make the shot. It was over. So let me look at the stats of the Toronto Raptors. It's funny enough. It was pretty much the bench, most of the bench, that was contributing on this whole entire game. I'll get them into a sec. This guy Johnson filling in for I believe for the power forward spot. He only played 15 minutes, didn't score nothing. Louis Scola only played 11 minutes, didn't score nothing. Well, he only had 2 points, actually. Valanciunas had 11 points, 9 rebounds. Played a very decent game. DeRozan didn't have a good game. 1 out of 11 from him. And now, Kyle Lowry. He had 43 points and 9 assists. Of course, we've seen people like Steph Curry or Russell Westbrook put up numbers already. But this is great, awesome from Kyle Lowry. Just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. He and DeRozan are right now second behind Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson as the top backcourt. Pretty much they're number 2 in the game because they put up the numbers big time. So let me look at the bench. You had Patterson giving you 5 points. You have Terrence Ross, who still don't get why he's still coming off the bench. I think he's well earned his right back into the starting lineup. He had 15 points. You have Corey Joseph giving you 6, and you have this guy Baimumbo. I can't pronounce his name right. 11 points he had. It was just a solid night from them. They shot 50% overall, 35% from the 3-point range, 73% from the free throw line. So, and they didn't turn over the ball that much. Well, except for the starters. The starters were pretty much doing the most turnovers. So let's look at of course, the Cavaliers. LeBron James, he showed up. 25 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. He did have those 6 turnovers. He was a plus 10 of the night. Kevin Love didn't have much of a good game. Shooting, he only had 5 out of 15 made. 20 points overall, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Take it or leave it. It's like a good game, but also a bad game for him. Tristan Thompson didn't have much of a game either. 6 points and 10 rebounds. J.R. Smith, it was decent, but not good enough. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds. It was decent. That's all I can say, but not overall impressive. Kyrie Irving didn't have a good game. 4 out of 11 shooting, 10 points overall. He didn't show up tonight. And the bench did very well for themselves, actually. Yeah, they have plus 20 coming off the bench for all players overall. And that's pretty much it for the Cavaliers versus the Toronto Raptors game. This is a very good boost for the Toronto Raptors moving into the playoffs, who I see facing the Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Championship. So, bigs up to the Toronto Raptors. And that's it for me. Signing out.